Well, I finally have some free time and the clouds have finally formed. Let's see if we can find some Southeast Michigan rattlesnakes. This is about as good of conditions as you can ask for, so I'm really hoping to make it happen today. All right, so walking around for about 20 minutes. Right down there looks to be a good-sized Massasauga rattlesnake. This is so cool. This is just an upland meadow, but way back there is a tamarack swamp, and some of it becomes like grassy fen. So just perfect habitat for these guys. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Obviously, I'm not gonna go hands-on with this thing. It's decent sized, but I would say it's more of a smaller one. They can get a lot larger. This looks to be a gravid female. She came up into the uplands to try to get more sun in an open environment so she can cook her babies more quickly than she would probably if she would have stayed in the wetland for the rest of the year. So that's what the females do. They come up to these uplands to gestate, try to cook their babies as quickly as possible and drop them before the season's over. I think that's really cool. Check this out. Something I was not expecting to see today. Nice red belly snake. Good size and colors on this one. Wow. A lot prettier than the brown snakes. I really prefer seeing these ones. Real cool. Flipped it under a big piece of tin. All right, this is pretty wild. I found the last one way over there, and I'm just walking along. There's this big opening in the grass, and there's just a Massasauga rattlesnake sitting right in it. Wow. This is probably one of the most out in the open and obvious saugas I've ever found. They're usually sticking maybe a coil of their body out of the grass or maybe their side of their tail, but usually not fully exposed like this. This is really cool. I was trying to get a few more pictures of it, but I accidentally spooked it. I didn't even go within 5 feet of it, and it still took off. Ooh, it is so pretty. Look at this. Wow. They just slip right under the grass. Whenever you get these old growth fields that get a bunch of the layers of grass formed after all the seasons, that's when you'll find a lot of Massasaugas. They really like hiding under this grass layer. Now that snake is completely concealed in this grass clump. You could step down on it and squish it, and you'd probably hear it. It'd probably rattle, but I'm pretty confident a lot of the times they'll let you step either right on them or right over them and not move because they have that little layer of protection, and they're incredibly confident in their camouflage. Pretty cool. Problem with saugas after you find them and they shoot in the grass is now you got to remember where they were and make sure not to step in that area, because I don't think anyone's trying to take a bite from a Massasauga rattlesnake. It is not fun, and you will probably pay the cost both financially and physically. It has been a killer day out so far. It's June 26th, and before today I'd only seen 3 Massasaugas. I've been doing a lot of couple trips to Kentucky, so my free time has kind of been occupied in other places, but I have put in an effort for them this year and have not had much luck. So seeing a few today is great. I'm really going to try to find one more and see if I can match my record for the year.